There's no shortage of things to do in Rome, since the city brims with historical and architectural wonders. Few other cities have been able to build around ancient ruins and evocative palaces as successfully as Rome, and you'll find living history pretty much wherever you look. One day isn't enough to cover it all, but we've selected some of the top Rome sites and attractions for you to check out first. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 best things to do in Rome. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more awesome travel guides, and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you know when we publish a new video. Let's cut to the chase. At 10, Castel Sant'Angelo, a landmark fortress with a fascinating history and lovely views. Castel Sant'Angelo is a famous castle located on the Tiber River, only a short stroll from Vatican City. The massive fortress was initially built as a mausoleum for the Emperor Hadrian in AD 130, but later converted into a papal fortress and private residence. The castle was also used as a military headquarters and horrific prison. Today, the castle is a museum and offers visitors the chance to discover Roman history at their own pace. You can explore the passages and prisons, the papal apartments and halls, and see an impressive collection of sculptures, medieval firearms, and preserved frescoes from the Renaissance period. Be sure to visit the castle's terrace to enjoy a stunning panoramic view across Rome. At 9, Piazza Venezia, a bustling square with panoramic views of Rome. Piazza Venezia is one of Rome's largest squares and sits at the intersection of four major roads. Surrounding the square are several historical sites worth visiting. These include St. Mark's Basilica, the House of Bonaparte, and the 15th century Palace of Venice, now a museum housing medieval and Renaissance art. On the southern side looms the Vittoriano, a massive 81-metre tall building made of white marble. Pay a couple of euros to take the elevator up to the panoramic platform to enjoy stunning views of Rome and its most famous street, Via del Corso, stretching far into the distance. At the foot of the building is an impressive monument of a knight in armour riding a horse dedicated to the first king of Italy, Victor Emmanuel II. Next up at 8, St. Peter's Basilica, an iconic pilgrimage site in the Vatican City. St. Peter's Basilica is the largest church in the world and one of the Catholic Church's holiest sites to worship. The magnificent church was built between 1506 and 1626 on the burial site of St. Peter, one of Jesus' 12 disciples, and features Renaissance architecture. Inside, you'll find a host of impressive sculptures, including the Pietà statue by Michelangelo, Gian Lorenzo Bernini's massive statue of St. Longinus, and the bronze chair of St. Peter. Entrance to the basilica is free, but be prepared to wait as long as 4 hours to get in. Alternatively, buy a guided tour and skip the queues. For a bird's-eye view over Rome, you can climb to the top of the dome for a reasonable fee. Next up at 7, Vatican Museums. Wander through 1,400 rooms filled with historical masterpieces. The Vatican Museums lie inside the Vatican City and consists of 54 galleries displaying 20,000 works of art that the Catholic Church has collected throughout the centuries. Art and history lovers will be in heaven here. You can easily spend a couple of days exploring the Renaissance paintings, religious art, Roman sculptures and antiquities, and inscriptions from ancient catacombs. Top highlights include the Sistine Chapel, Niccoline Chapel, the Borgia Apartment, and the Gallery of Maps, displaying maps created by Roman topographers in the 16th century. You can expect long queues no matter when you visit, so book the skip-the-line tickets online to ensure a much shorter wait. At 6, Spanish Steps, a wildly photogenic staircase for people watching and photo ops. The Spanish Steps is a regal stone staircase built in 1725 that connects the Piazza di Spagna, Spanish Square, with the Trinità dei Monti church at the top. As you wander through the narrow and charming streets in the centre of Rome, you'll inevitably stumble upon these famous steps. After climbing the 138 steps, catch your breath as you take in lovely views over the ancient rooftops of Rome. If the church is open, take a peek inside and enjoy a quiet escape from the crowds outside. The steps are a popular attraction, especially in spring when the staircase is covered with pots of azaleas. Be prepared for big crowds. Next up at 5, Piazza Navona, a magical spot for nighttime people watching. Piazza Navona is a beautiful plaza that has been a place for Romans to socialize for over 2,000 years. The reason for its oblong shape is that a 30,000-seat stadium was built here in AD 86 to host athletic and gladiatorial competitions, horse races and other events. Ancient Romans even flooded the stadium to hold mock naval battles. You can see a glimpse of the ruins of the original stadium on the northern end of the plaza. It's now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Today, the plaza features Baroque architecture, 3 impressive fountains, and a lively outdoor cafe atmosphere. The best time to visit is at night, when the crowds have lessened and the fountains become especially magical. At 4, Roman Forum, a famous Roman Empire meeting place. The Roman Forum was the heart and soul of ancient Rome, packed with basilicas, temples, lively marketplaces and government buildings. Today, the sprawling ruins are just as impressive and attract more than 4.5 million visitors annually who come to imagine what life was like during the Roman Empire. Tempio di Saturno, Aro di Trito and the Curia are top landmarks here. Plan to visit early in the morning or late afternoon to avoid the midday crowds. The Roman Forum is within walking distance from the Metro Line B stop Colosseum. At 3, the Pantheon. Climb up to the colonnade for a sweeping cityscape. The Pantheon is one of ancient Rome's most famous icons, which remains a functional chapel today. This granite-domed temple houses the tombs of among Italy's most important figures, including high Renaissance painter Raphael. Check out the Fontana del Pantheon marble fountain with its 6-meter towering obelisk in Piazza della Rotonda up front. The piazza is a great place to hang out, with street music filling the air regularly. Beware of pickpockets though. It's around a 10-minute walk from Campo de' Fiori via the Corso Vittorio Emanuele II. At 2, Trevi Fountain. The hub of the Quirinale district features several amazing landmarks. Trevi Fountain is one of the world's most gorgeous fountains, almost 50 meters across and heavily adorned with sculptures of Roman gods, tritons and horses. Before traditionally tossing in your coins for luck or taking selfies with the magnificent Palazzo Poli Palace in the background, stroll along its narrow streets, which are some of Rome's quaintest. Some of these streets are lined with great dining spots and gelaterias. Via di San Vincenzo and Via della Tartaria leads you to the Quirinal Palace, as well as the Piazza del Quirinal with its obelisk and fountain of Castor and Pollux. And finally at 1, Colosseum. Ancient Rome's favourite entertainment venue. The Colosseum is an iconic amphitheatre built in AD 72 and is considered one of the world's 7 wonders. Standing in the same place as the mighty Roman gladiators once battled 2,000 years ago is a thrilling experience. A highlight of the famous archaeological site is the Hypogeum, the amphitheatre's incredible underground labyrinth with chambers and passageways. You can expect very long queues at the Colosseum. Save time by visiting early in the morning or late in the afternoon. Even better, buy tickets online and join shorter queues. And there you have the top 10 best things to do in Rome. Did you like what you saw? Let us know in the comments down below. Share this video with your friends and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fantastic travel guides. See you next time.